All right, so have you ever wondered how you're ever going to stand out in the sea of coaches as a brand new coach? If that's you, this video is for you because I'm going to share with you 4 things that you can do, small little changes that can help you go from crickets to having your ideal clients lining up at your door. And if you're new here, I'm so glad we found each other. My name is Kristin Constable, and I am a coach to consultants and coaches who want to build thriving, soulful, 6-figure businesses. And this channel is dedicated to resources, trainings, and teaching to support you in creating a thriving, soulful 6-figure business for yourself. So if you want more trainings and resources like this, make sure that you hit the little bell and subscribe to this channel so that every single time a new video comes out online, you are notified and you find out. So I can't tell you how many coaches I come across who come to me and they're frustrated and defeated. They got into coaching because they have a deep desire to serve and do really impactful work in the world, but they're at the end of their first year or second year in business, and it's a lot harder than they thought to have their ideal clients knocking at their door. And so what I want to share with you today is something that I think can change the game for you, because it's changed the game for some of my clients. And it's 4 simple things that you can implement that can help you stand out in what is now a very noisy space, the coaching industry, and differentiate yourself so that you become the go-to person for whatever it is you decide that you can really help your ideal client with. So let's dive into those 4 things so that you can get right into your business, make the tweaks, and start seeing some of these changes. So the first thing is for you to be crystal clear on who you help. Now, I know there's a debate out there on whether to niche or not to niche, but what I want to do here is ask you 2 questions to help you decide if it's advantageous for you as a coach to have a clearly defined niche. So the first question is, are you looking to grow and acquire clients online? If your answer is yes, having a clearly defined niche is so important. You can just think about it this way. The online space is huge. There are so many people doing so many different things, trying to sell people essentially probably the same thing that you want to sell them. And the people who are super clear on who they help and how they help them are making it easy for their ideal customers to say, oh, that person is for me. That person can help me with the problem that I'm experiencing now. And that is one of the most generous things you can do as a coach, is making your ideal client's job easy, not making them having to work for it to be like, oh, is this person for me? Can they help me? But instead directly speaking to them so that they can know that you understand them, you understand their pain points, you understand what it is that they're dealing with, and you are someone who's equipped to be able to help them go from where they are now to where they want to be. The second question you want to ask yourself, if you're still not sure whether niching is important for you, is do you want to be and position yourself as a generalist in this space or a specialist in this space? Now, it's totally up to you. A generalist would be someone who is saying, like, I'm a life coach or I'm a transformation coach and I work with everybody on every topic and do everything. The specialists are people who say, you know, I could do a lot of different things and I could be a generalist, but I'm choosing to focus on working with this specific group of people to solve this specific type of problem. Now, this doesn't mean you are locked into this forever. Your niche can change, your specialty can change, but really naming and claiming something that you are a master of, that you can really help people with, will, 1, position you as an expert and the go-to person in your space, and it will likely allow you to create more awareness to what you do, but also to help you position yourself as a more premium option. The generalist, if you just think about other professions, the generalist tends to be someone who, you know, can do a lot of things, but they're not the person that people are going to go on a wait list for and wait months or pay, extraordinary amounts of money to see them. There's someone who can help them get through the first step in the door, and then they're going to be referred out to other specialists. If you just think about the doctor model, for example. So again, there's nothing wrong with either, but it's really getting clear on who do you want to be and how do you want to position yourself in the market, as a generalist or as a specialist. Hopefully with those 2 questions, you can get a sense for, is it supportive for you to really understand what your niche is and who you help? Or are you willing and able to keep it a little bit more general? Totally up to you, but it's something to really think about and be really intentional about either way. The second piece is to get really intentional about solving a problem for your ideal clients. Do not make your business and your offers about you. Make it about your ideal clients. This is why you got into coaching, to help, to serve. So it's super easy and the default for many people to feel passionate about something, to want to help with something, because maybe it's something we went through ourselves and we want to help other people with that. So we want to be really careful not to fall into that trap. We want to know, what does our ideal client actually need help with? What do they feel like is a pain point or a problem that if they could get solved, their life would be exponentially better? If you truly want to serve, solving those types of problems for your ideal clients will not only help them, but it'll allow you to start building a relationship with your ideal clients, that maybe other things come to the surface, things that you're like, oh, I actually think it's about this, but they're not ready for that yet. It allows you to build a relationship with them to solve their immediate pain point, so then that you can explore to see if what you think might actually help them might serve them down the road. So some questions you can ask yourself to help identify what your ideal client needs help with is: 1, who are they? So this is where the niche thing comes in helpful again. 2, where are they now, their current state? So this is, their current life, their current situation, their current pain points and problems. Where do they want to be? So this is their desired state, their desired destination. And then how can you close that gap between where they are now and where they want to be, given your skills, your gifts, your experiences, and problems you're actually passionate about solving. This becomes your sweet spot. That becomes the thing that you can be the specialist around, that you can really position yourself in the marketplace as being the coach who helps certain people go from point A to point B and close that gap. If you can do that, you are going to set yourself up for clients knocking at your door, because they are going to know exactly how to utilize you and how you can serve them. The next piece you want to think about is your unique method. This is a piece that so many coaches miss, and I promise you, this is kind of like the secret ingredient that isn't talked about all that often. Your unique method is your unique way that you solve that, closing that gap for your ideal clients. So there's many coaches out there that are going to take the same people from point A to point B. So let's just say, for example, we're a coach that helps people with confidence with public speaking. So where your ideal client might be today is that they know that they want to show up as a thought leader in their space and share their voice, but they're not confident enough to get on video or to get up and do talks or to really do the things that they know will allow them to position themselves as a thought leader. So where they want to be is a thought leader that shares their voice powerfully and can communicate powerfully. Where they are now is knowing that's what they want, but they have fears about putting themselves out there. They don't even know where to start. They have some particular pain points, like fear of being seen in front of people, that they need you to help them close that gap on. There's many coaches out there that could say, yes, I can do that. I can close that gap. But your unique method is your unique way of closing that gap. So an analogy I'll bring in here that might be helpful is around a guide or a tour guide. And if you've ever been to any of these kind of like famous sites, like say Machu Picchu, what you'll know is you get there and there's all these guides standing at the bottom selling you essentially the same thing, a tour of Machu Picchu. But each guide is going to have a unique method and a unique way to do the same thing. One guide might be, his unique method or her unique method might be around, my tour is going to be the one that you see the most amount of things. We're going to take our time. I'm going to tell you stories. We're going to stop for lunch at the beautiful waterfall. We're going to do all these different things. Now, that tour is going to be best for people who want that kind of experience. There might be another guide at the bottom of the site saying, I'm the guide that's known for getting you in and out in under an hour. We're going to see all the best things, but we're not going to be stuck here all day so that you can go do the other things you want to do on this trip. No offer is better than the other. It's just positioned differently given their unique methods. So as a coach, you want to really extract, based on your history, your core stories, the way, the tools, the resources, the things that you put into your package or your offer, a way of working with people, what your unique method is, and you want to be able to clearly articulate what that is. So the elements of your unique method are your promise. So what are you promising your ideal clients? This can be for a program, an offer, and how you work with people. So that would be taking them from point A to point B. You want to be really clear on who you're best for, so who you're taking on that journey, as well as how you uniquely take them there and in what amount of time. So when you put all of those pieces together, who you help, what you're helping them with, how you help them, and you put those together into a promise, a program promise, you now have something that is so powerful. So these are the things that are going to help you stand out in a very noisy space as the go-to expert on the thing that you want to be helping people with. It will change the game for you. So if you'd be interested in more support on going deep into creating an irresistible offer for your ideal clients, comment yes below and I'll send you a little something that I think you're gonna love. And know that now you have kind of everything that you need to start taking action on this. So don't overthink it, get into your business and start seeing where you can refine the 4 things we talked about today and start having your ideal clients putting up their hands to say yes to working with you. And also, if you want to join me in my free community, Soulful Six-Figure Business, I'll share the link in the comments so you can join me and other soulful coaches and consultants who are doing beautiful work in the world, create thriving, soulful six-figure businesses. Until next time.